commandeered her loft as my little podcast studio.
Well, it's very nice. It's very nice, and it's very, very cozy here.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. All right, so we are here with Cam. I need you to pronounce your last name for me, Cam.
Narimanian.
Narimanian.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where's that from, if you don't mind me asking?
It's Armenian, but
Okay.
my dad's family actually doesn't know what's when
really?
it came in.
Uh-huh.
So my dad's family is Persian.
Persian,
Like
okay.
they're traditionally Persian, but it's like I don't know.
All
Every
right.
time I ask, it's like the story changes. No, I'm serious. I was like,
That's
okay.
great. That's so funny. Maybe your dad's like on the run from the government or something.
I'm not putting that behind it. You know what? Yeah, you know what?
You never know. You never know.
Nowadays.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. So I first met you at Kennett Square. What's the name of that place?
The Kennett Flash. Yeah,
Kennett Flash. That's
yeah.
right. That's right. There was like some kind of songwriting contest that we were in.
Yeah.
And I forget exactly how it came about. I guess it was something that I applied for and got accepted. And it was me, you, and what was the name of the girl that won? Do you remember?
Oh gosh. I don't. I was trying to.
That's
The
all
thing
right.
is, I was trying to look it up beforehand,
Yeah.
and for the life of me, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either.
I remember she was from either Maryland or Southern Delaware.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yep. Yep.
God. I can't remember her name, but yes, I remember. I remember it very well, and it was very great to meet you there.
It was nice. It was nice meeting you too. A nice crowd. Nice crowd.
Yes.
I wasn't sure what kind of crowd there'd be there. You know, because I'm mainly a solo acoustic cover guy, but this was a songwriter contest of some kind, and it was just the three of us, right? And
Yes.
Okay. Yep. And then I think you went. Did you go first? Yeah, you went first, and then the girl went second, and then I went last. And yeah, she ended up winning. She was great.
She was great.
You know, she really was. But yeah, it was all original music.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you primarily been an original artist, or do you do covers as well?
I do a good amount of covers.
Okay.
I think obviously for someone like that, it's mostly going to be original music.
Sure.
When I do like the brewery gigs, it's mostly covers. Obviously,
Yeah, sure.
because that's just what it is.
Yeah.
But when I do like special gigs, like if I'm doing like specific open mics, or if I'm doing like Porch Fest or something, or something where it's like this is specifically like I'm there for a reason.
Right.
It'll be mostly about. It varies between like half to 2/3 original, and then the rest covers.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's
cool.
I try and have like a good balance.
Nice.
Like,
Nice.
in the one thing I do consistently in Philly is I go to this one open mic in Center City and at Fergie's Pub.
Fergie's, I've been there. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
great.
Yeah. Is it still on Mondays?
Monday night,
yeah.
yep.
Nice. That was actually the first open mic I went to when
really?
I got back into music. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great
Yeah.
one. It's great. Oh, that's awesome.
Man.
It's
It's about 4 years ago.
Oh, it's
Yep.
awesome. Yeah, no, it's a great crowd of people.
Mhm.
Yeah, if I wasn't here tonight, I'd be there. So
You might still have time when you're done here.
actually, you know what? That's a good point.
There you go.
I don't leave there till really late.
That's
so.
right. Yep.
But yeah, no. So like for that specifically, it's 2 songs. So
Yep.
it's either I usually do an original and a cover.
Okay. Yep.
Kind of change things up. A lot of people just do originals. Of that,
Yeah,
or some
there's a
people
lot of
do-
original music there.
Yes,
Yep.
and some people also do like 2 covers, 2 originals. Mine
Yeah.
is like the order kind of depends, but usually it's like have an original, be like, oh, here is what I can do in
Yeah.
sense, and then it's like, oh, here's something you guys all
Right.
for the most part recognize.
Right.
Sometimes the covers can be a little not weird, but it's like
little obscure, maybe.
not really. What was it? A couple weeks ago, I did "To Make You Feel My Love," the Bob Dylan song.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yep.
like most people know like the Adele version.
Adele version. Yeah.
So I'll do like stuff like that.
Okay.
I try and I shouldn't say stay away from the regular covers, but it's like I don't do stuff that's like
I got you.
as expected.
I hear you. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, no, I usually just try to do like the hits.
Yeah. I love the hits, man.
Yeah,
I love them.
Well, I mean, it makes me money. I'm
great.
I'm a bit of a sellout, right? So you're always gonna see me playing Hotel California and Brown Eyed Girl and Margaritaville and all that stuff. But then I do try to throw in like different stuff. Like I'm probably, and I'm not bragging. I'm being a little bit facetious, but I think I'm the only solo acoustic guy that does a version of "I Remember You" from Skid Row, or I just worked in Home Sweet Home from Motley Crue, like a lot of 80s hair band stuff in my solo acoustic gigs. I also do a version of an acoustic version of Sober from Tool. But I don't play it often out at gigs. I play it a lot at open mics because people like to hear it.
Different.
But I don't want to scare people when they're just trying to enjoy their dinner.
That's so true. It's really funny you say that. I have played at a few open mics. I don't remember where they were at this point. It wasn't around here, but like one of them was someone was covering like Stained, that one Stained song, or like or Creed, or something, and I'm like. This is great. I really enjoy it, but it's like I'm having dinner. It's like no offense to them. It sounded great. I loved it.
It's just not the right vibe.
That is, no, exactly. I do have to say though, I think I recently saw at least I saw a snippet of you doing Iris. I thought it was great.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
That was great.
Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. Yeah,
yes,
that's a staple in my arsenal for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A great one.
All right, so I know you're like a multi-instrumentalist, right? When I met you, you played guitar, and I think you were also looping and played piano and stuff. So
yes,
how many instruments do you play?
Oh, what a great question. The answer changes depending on how I feel. No, I'm kidding. I think so. My primary instrument is piano.
Okay.
I've played classical piano since I was about 5 years old.
Wow.
So
okay.
I've done it for quite a long time. I've played guitar since I was about 14 or 15.
Okay.
So, my God, it's over 10 years.
Nice,
It's been a little while. It's longer than I thought it was.
It catches up on you.
Yeah. And then other than that, I've like obviously like played electric guitar. I play bass. I play harmonica, then other than that, I've picked up other few small things here and there. Like I tried ukulele for a little bit.
Really?
I don't have one, but I tried it. I tried actually when I was in high school. For like literally like a span of 2 or 3 months, I tried playing saxophone.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's so hard. I was like my mouth couldn't do it. I was like, I can't do this. And then I started like singing actually probably more in my like early 20s.
Okay.
Like a little like I think sophomore, junior year into college when I like really started taking it seriously. And then a few years ago I took like actual vocal lessons for for a very brief time on and off, but definitely was very, very helpful. So that's the list.
Nice. So what made you decide to start singing? I mean, it sounds to me like you've just been playing instruments your whole life.
Yeah.
And then up until somewhat recently, maybe. I mean, you're in your 20s, I imagine, right? Yeah.
I'm 26, yeah.
26. So maybe 6 years ago, you decided to start singing. So what made you decide to start singing?
I think what it was when I was like 15 or 16, I started playing electric guitar.
Yep.
Like actually my first guitar was electric guitar.
Okay.
Fender, the cheaper Fender Stratocasters.
The Squires.
The Squires, yes, that's it. It's a black Squire with a finish, a very like reflective finish. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah,
nice.
I still have it, of course. Somewhere. But so when I started playing, I started listening to a lot more rock, a lot more punk rock, a lot of more like 90s, 2000s, and then like having grown up playing piano, I was like, oh wait, I can play this stuff like pretty easily.
Nice. Yep.
And so it kind of was getting to the point where I was in like different bands and different groups, and like this one, I was actually in a metal band when I was like
really
16 through like early 20s.
Awesome.
We did a couple EPs of stuff.
Very cool. All original music?
Those EPs were all original.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
very cool.
Yes, those were all original. I had to remember for a sec. Those were all original, but then we kind of got to a point where it was like, okay, well, we want to put vocals on this.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we had myself, who was going to do clean. I wasn't about to destroy my voice doing growls. And then the drummer, who like was nice enough to destroy his voice to do growls. So
nice.
That's kind of where it started, where I was started like, okay, let me actually figure out like kind of how to sing a little bit.
Yep.
So when that metal band thing kind of finished is when I started doing more open mics like regularly when I was in college. Actually, when I was in college, we did. I went to Ithaca College for my undergrad.
Yep.
And when I was there was an open mic club.
Yep. Oh, cool.
And so I think junior year on, I was helped run the open mics there. So every Wednesday we would do weekly open mics of just college students. It's you get your you know you get the list.
Yep.
You set up all your stuff. And it was definitely a great way to showcase for me to showcase it, because I would learn different things about singing each time. And it was also made me really appreciate the idea of helping organize and bring people together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because it's very, it takes a lot, as you know, to especially when you're in college.
Yeah.
To do something like that, to be I went through this and wrote this and and now I want to show this to someone.
Right.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, you're bearing your soul in front of all these people.
God, yeah. And it's it gets easier. At least I have found it to get easier. But I've always seen open mics as a ways to be help showcase community.
Yep.
So that's
yeah. I run one in South Jersey called Little Lee's Tavern in Franklinville. It's in the Pine Barrens basically, and it really kind of helps bring the music community together, and then even the audience at the bar that I do it at. I want to say maybe 20% of them are musicians. So sometimes we drag them away from the bar and get them up in front, up on stage. But then the rest of them are just they're just kind of whatever. We like to hear what you guys come up with. We're not musicians, but we love hanging out at open mic just to hear what happens. And sometimes, you get, I like to try new things at open mics, to try to experiment with stuff and see if it's something I can bring to my paying gigs. You know what I mean? So open mics are very experimental for me. Yeah. And sometimes it's awesome, and sometimes it's a shit show.
Oh yeah, I know that. I've been doing something recently at the Fergie's ones, because I've been trying to write music more and more, new music more and more lately, because I had gone a little while without a few months without doing it, and I made a deliberate case to myself whereas I'm gonna write at least a song not within the week, and then play it by Fergie's on Monday. So my deadline is Monday.
Yeah, man.
So it's by Thursday, I need to have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
And mostly what it's been is Thursday, here's most of the song. Friday, here's the bridge and ish, and then Saturday, Sunday, it's okay, cram all the words together, and then literally Monday at I'll finish work, and then I get back and it's this isn't good. I need to change this, and then it's I literally sit there for the next hour or two and be just make quick decisions.
Yeah, right.
It's all right, need this, need this. Okay, screw it. This is how it's gonna be, and then I go play it, and
That's
it's
funny.
It has helped me get stay on my feet.
Yeah.
But it is hard.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I personally believe, and I know a few other do too, that songwriting is a muscle that you have to exercise, right?
Yes.
And I think something like that, forcing yourself to write a new song every week to bring to open mic, I think that's pretty awesome, right? Now, are you going to write the next Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh, no.
Probably not. But you're going to work that muscle, right?
Yeah.
And some of the stuff, I mean, I've talked to a few people and I've had the experience myself where some of your best songs come out lightning fast, there's some kind of inspiration hits you and you can get the whole thing down in 10 to 15 minutes, right? Or an hour, whatever. And so, yeah, I think if you're constantly trying to exercise that muscle, that's awesome. How many songs were you able to kind of create? How long did that run?
I started it. It's November, right? Yeah. I started it probably sometime mid last month. It hasn't been that long.
Yeah,
So
but
I've gotten 3 or 4.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I've gotten 3 or 4 songs out of it, and some of them are they're good enough to where it's I sat in my apartment and like made a quick demo
That's
of
awesome.
it.
Yeah,
So,
and then you could always go back and like
know.
kind of tweak them, you know? But that's awesome.
Yeah, but no, the idea is like, okay, I need to get 95% of it, including at least some kind of vocal in it.
Yep.
Because after that, then it's like, all right, well, I can forget this for a couple months, and then then I can come back. But if I don't get it, it's like
right. Yep. No, I agree 100%. And that's great because like, I mean, God, if you ask me how many songs I've written in the last month and a half, it would be 0. Like I've got an idea of a song floating around right now. My last original song that I released was an instrumental, just guitar only with some drums, and that came out, I want to say, in maybe June or July. And then my previous release before that was maybe like a year. So I'm averaging like 2 songs a year. You get four or 5 songs out of like a month and a half. That's awesome. You know what I mean? So that's great.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually released music. So
yeah. Well, so how much? I know you do have music out there. So how much?
I do.
How much do you have out there? Do you have albums, EPs?
I'll go through the whole gamut. So I know the metal band I talked about earlier.
What were they called, by the way?
So it was called Soul from Body.
What is it?
Soul from Body.
Soul from Body.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
We're very much a high school up. It's a very much a name you come up with when you're in high school.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we did 2 EPs there. That actually one of them we actually recorded nearby at a studio in Deptford, actually.
In Deptford.
Yeah, it wasn't someone's studio. It was someone's attic studio.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Yeah, so we did that, and then well, actually the first one was, a home recording basement studio that we did at my friend's basement when his parents probably were home, but it was very loud.
Yeah, I bet.
It was very, very loud. I probably have suffered major hearing loss just from that.
Yeah, me too. Same thing.
Yeah,
playing too loud, listening too loud.
Yeah, yeah. So there's 2 EPs from that. Those have been out for a very long time at this point. When I was in college, I did a good amount of releasing of kind of different things. I did a couple like random electronic stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Here and there. When I was a senior in college, though, I was playing in a college rock band. We played in a 3-piece band, and we made an EP out of that. That EP we actually did all the way up in Ithaca.
Okay.
And we recorded it in a studio there, which actually was
a studio in like on campus or a legit place somewhere that you like paid money for.
We paid money for it. We paid money for it. It was another similar like someone had converted a shed into a studio, was like upstairs of a shed into a very, very nice studio, like professional mixing board and all that. We did all that recording in one day.
Oh wow!
Like,
okay.
I think it was 6 hours. We got 5 songs done.
Wow!
All of it.
That's a lot. That's a lot of work.
Minus some vocals here and there, but it was pretty much done. Yeah. That's been out also as well. That's called Can't Hold Back.
Can't Hold Back.
And what's the band? It's Port Mac Nam. It's taking 3 different parts of the last names of the 3 of us that were in it. So with some variation.
Sure.
Yeah, actually, I might play one of those songs later tonight.
Yeah, man.
And then so since then, I've mostly, as far as like recording stuff, been just doing stuff on myself.
Yep.
I made an album back in 2023. 2025. Yeah.
Yep.
That was called Life and Dreams. I played. That was like a full 10, 11 song album.
Wow.
Like there was a little bit of a concept in it. It was like a mix of like electronic and kind of like more like post-punk elements and like definitely very like wishy-washy with sound and all of that. Actually, wishy-washy is a great way to put it, actually. And so after that, I like kind of stopped writing music for like maybe like, half a year or a little over a year, to just do like various open mics and different event stuff. Cause I wanted to like, I had been like playing out, but I wanted to kind of like have more time like to just experience what it's like playing out in, someone who was, I guess I was in my early 20s at that point. So I wanted to get more experience doing that and less of like sitting in my basement writing.
It's a whole different game when you start playing in front of people. You know what I mean? It's a whole different game.
Very, very different game. Very, very, very much different game. I was doing that for quite a while between open mics and like various brewery gigs and Porch Fest that I was able to get on here and there. But after a while, I was kind of like, I kind of want to write new songs.
Nice.
And so what I started doing is I would just be like, write songs that would kind of fit the vibes I'm playing at. So like no electronics, like none of this stuff. A lot of it was more just like, I want to just play a guitar and sing and see what comes up and figure it out. Nice. So I wrote about, maybe 20, give or take 20 like snippets or songs.
Okay.
Throughout like a good like year and a half-ish. And I had like gone to the point where I recorded a good amount of it.
Yep.
But what had actually happened was I was at an open mic in Newark, Delaware.
Okay.
It's called Twisted Irons Open Mic.
Okay.
It's on a Tuesday night.
Nice.
And because I was living in Delaware at the time. But when I was there, they had like a full band backing band as well.
Okay, yeah.
I usually didn't play with the full band backing band, but this time there was a drummer. Now he wasn't even there to play. He just happened to be there that night. And he just like, we came up and asked, he's like, hey, I drum. Do you want me to sit in with you? Because I guess I had my guitar with him and with me. And he was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And what did we do? We did an original and we did a cover and something else. I don't what we did exactly escapes me.
Right.
But the point is, afterward I was like, I really enjoyed working with the guy, and afterward I was telling him, I was like, hey, I want to actually I have these songs that I've been working on, and I originally was just gonna do it on myself and record it on myself, but like, do you want to play drums on my album?
Nice.
So his name's Tyler Williams. He's a great drummer.
Okay.
He's mostly a jazz drummer, but he's a great guy.
Okay, cool.
So I was like, I scrapped not the songs, but like I scrapped basically every single demo I had.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And so I was like, look, if I want to record drums, I'm going to do this right.
Right.
So I started reaching out to see like what kind of like could we do like cheap studio, like not cheap studio, relatively inexpensive studio time, affordable, yes, affordable studio time. And thankfully we found a studio nearby near Kennett actually.
Okay.
That was affordable and it was great.
Nice, that's awesome.
We did that in a very similar motion as the previous studio actually as well, where it's like we recorded.
Just cramming in as
we
much
played.
as
It got like 8 songs in like 5 hours or something.
Yeah.
5 hours, of course, of 2 days or something.
Yeah,
something. It's like,
hey, when you got to make the money work, right?
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, we only have a few hours.
Yeah. Yep.
But as far as so I have the album that I have released, plus a few other small things here and there, and then this new album, which is 95% of the way done.
Okay.
It's going to be called From Out Below.
From Up Below.
Out
From
Below.
Out Below.
Yeah.
From Out Below. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's going to be 10 songs.
Okay, 10 songs. When do you think that'll be out?
The single, one of the songs, which actually I'll probably play, that's going to be out before the end of the year.
Nice.
But then the album itself, it's too late in the year. It'll be out sometime early next year. I haven't decided yet. Probably around February.
Okay. Cool.
Something like that. I'm still waiting on like one small thing.
Yeah.
But
so it's almost, is it recorded or?
all recorded.
Okay.
All mixed.
Nice.
I need to get it mastered.
Okay.
It's like,
all right.
this has been living in my head for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's like almost a year and a half of this living in my head.
Wow.
So.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, that's great. You got something coming out, and then this episode will be published within a week. So
awesome.
It'll be out before the album comes out, so people know will know to look for it.
Great.
How can people find you, like on Instagram or Facebook, YouTube? What's your handles? Where can they find you on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff?
Sure. So Spotify, it's Cam Narimanian, so CamNarimanian. It's just my last name. On Instagram, it's a little bit easier. It's Cam_Narimanian. Narim, Narim_music.
Okay.
And then same thing for YouTube and Facebook.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. For those who haven't heard your music before, how would you describe your style?
I think at least this new album, it's very much like acoustic rock. There's very little electric guitar. There's like a little bit sparse splits of electric guitar, but it's either acoustic rock where it's either me playing, acoustic guitar or piano, because about half the album kind of dictates between like 4 or 5 songs will be playing guitar and about 4-ish of me playing piano as the main instrument.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Who would you say are some of your like influences? Who did you grow up listening to and all that stuff?
Well, this is cliche, but I did start a lot with listening to the music my parents played.
Sure. We all did.
Yes. A lot of Beatles. I'm a big fan of the Red and Blues.
Nice.
Beatles. They're untouchable. They really are. Like the new mixes they have from 2023. They're just perfect.
Yep. Nice.
So a lot of Beatles. I grew up with a lot of Billy Joel.
Okay. Yep.
A lot of Elton John. A lot of Eagles. I got really into the Beach Boys about a couple of years ago at this point.
Okay.
But that wasn't my parents. Well, it was my parents didn't introduce me to it. I just got into it.
Yeah.
As far as like more modern stuff, I was very much into a lot of like 90s 2000s music. So a lot of Green Day.
Okay.
A lot of even harder stuff like Linkin Park and more also like got into like big 4 metal, so like
nice
Megadeth and Metallica,
Anthrax, Megadeth, Slayer,
yes. Yes. Oh gosh, it's great. But also like a lot of more of like a softer side. I'm a big fan of Coldplay and like more like the mellower side of Coldplay, I shouldn't say, because they have they have these huge giant singles, and it's like sure. But also like I obviously like, as I did say, like I've grown up playing classical piano, so I do have like a lot of love for that for classical music, and I'm like I'm pretty versed in like all eras of classical.
That's cool. So let me give you the chance to brag about that a little bit, right? So
I'm sure I love to, actually. Not gonna lie.
No, I mean I am genuinely interested, right? Because I've had friends, like when I was in grade school, I don't know if these guys are ever going to hear this podcast, but shout out to Chris Ford for being a hell of a guitar player at like the age of like 7.
My gosh.
And then my friend Dan McCauley in high school, we walked into a really fancy piano store one day.
Okay.
And we were like idiot 17-year-olds wearing our like cutoff shorts and tank tops. We walk into this fancy store, and my buddy sits down and he's like kind of pretending like he can't play, like he sucks. And we're this close to getting kicked out of the music store, and all of a sudden he lays into some classical piece that's like really hard to play apparently. And all of a sudden like sales reps started coming out of like offices and stuff and surrounded the piano. Like we're like, what the hell's this kid doing? So anyway, there's a special place in my heart for like people who can really jam on the piano, especially classical stuff. So
I love that. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever done that. I think I'm probably too old to make that look good. But
it was fun too, because it was before like social media and all that stuff. Like we were just 2 idiot kids just messing around with the salesman at the piano store, But anyway, so you said you started when you were like 5, is that right?
I started taking classical piano lessons when I was around 5, and I stopped taking classical piano lessons about when my last semester of college was the last time I took classical piano.
So still a long time.
Yeah,
man. That's awesome.
A very long time.
So have you I mean, I imagine you've done your fair share of like recitals and stuff, and any kind of like shows or gigs that ever came out of that much playing?
When I was younger, I did a lot of recitals and a lot of like local concerts and some competitions. And actually, when I was a senior in high school, a cellist who I went to school with, and she and I actually put on a senior recital together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, I forgot about this until that. Now, I actually wrote a piece specifically for that recital that we ended up playing together. It was probably one of the first things I wrote.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like kind of like, because I was like, oh, a foray. It was, I guess you could almost consider it kind of my foray into writing music.
Foray.
That's not the word. We're gonna go with it, but that's not the word. So yeah, I did that for a very long time.
Okay.
I still play classical piano, and obviously I can still read music, but like I haven't played classical piano out in probably since I was about it's been a little while.
Yeah,
and it's not something it's maybe one day if I wanted to play at, I don't know, in a situation where that would make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe,
yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's not high on my list.
Sure.
I guess the one thing I would say though is I have thought about maybe doing a classical piano album of just originals.
Yeah.
But that's let me get through this one first.
You could even there you go. I would have, correct me if I'm wrong, but all that stuff that like Bach, Beethoven, all that stuff is what do they call it?
Public domain.
The public domain, right? So you could theoretically, if you wanted to, you could just put out a whole album of like Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, all that stuff, not have to pay any kind of licensing fees, and just throw it out there and see if anybody listens.
I could. I have genuinely thought about doing that.
Yeah,
when I was younger, looking back on it, I would have got better recordings. No, seriously, knowing how easy I know it is to relatively easy it is to do home piano recordings.
Right.
I almost wish I could go back in time and be like, hey, your MIDI keyboard you have? Yeah, just go play this and save it, and we'll come back to it.
Yeah, right.
Because if I had to go back and do that now, it's it would take me it wouldn't be impossible, but it's not the same.
Sure.
But I hadn't thought of that specifically. That's a good idea.
I mean, why not?
That's a good point.
Just throw it out there. Content is content.
Content is content. That's very true.
Anyway, you're talking to a guy who just put out two solo acoustic cover albums, volumes 1 and volumes 2. And I
saw that.
Thank you. And I had to pay absurd amounts of money for the licensing and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Thank God for DistroKid. They do all the hard work, but you still have to pay for it.
It's a lot. I've done a couple. I guess the most recent thing I did is I did a quick and dirty cover of this old Judy Garland. Well, is Judy Garland? I can't remember exactly who wrote it, but it's a Frank Sinatra. It's famous by Frank Sinatra song called "The Things We Did Last Summer."
Oh, okay.
I just did I was just just in my apartment one night late, and I was playing on piano, and I was like, let me record this. And I went to go put it on DistroKid after I did a quick mix and a quick master, and I was like, oh, right, I have to pay for this.
Oh, crap.
But actually, on the topic of your albums, I listened to a little bit of the covers. The Imagine one's very good.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
It's they're very good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just try to do stuff as basic as possible. So I record everything in my apartment and using GarageBand, So it's not the highest quality, but I'm still learning.
Great stuff.
Thank you.
Great stuff out of that.
Thank you. Yeah, but I'm still learning, and practice makes perfect. So
exactly.
We'll see. Each album or each song gets a little bit better every time.
Exactly.
So, okay, the writing process. Right now, you said you wrote a classical piece for that recital. Is now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I picture you trying to write a classical piece of just sitting down with pen and paper first, writing notes on a staff. Is that how it happens, or do you come up with a melody just like you would kind of a regular song?
For classical music, I haven't written classical music in a a little while.
Sure.
But usually, I guess I sort of take that back. I've been working on it a little bit. But I think what I do for the most part when it comes to classical music and how I approach that piece particularly is I would just I just start noodling on the piano. Because I just sit there and I usually have, I do this actually with all my songs, and I try and capture some kind of feeling.
Sure.
That's my goal. It's what feeling am I going through or someone else going through that I want to capture?
Okay.
And so I just keep playing either if it's piano or guitar until I have something either interesting or that could potentially be something similar to that. So that's really where it all kind of comes from. With piano specifically, the great thing about this great day and age of Logic and GarageBand and all that and MIDI is that I can just plug in my keyboard and just start playing, and then 6, 7, 10, however long goes by, and I was okay, that's good for now, and then it'll print out the staff.
Oh, that's cool.
So nice. It's under the piano. There's two functions, one piano roll and one is score. Under the bottom left hand side, something.
So it'll actually print it out for you.
It's not the best thing ever, not gonna lie, but it's pretty good. It's pretty enough close to where it's I could decipher it.
That's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. All right, cool. So then for a regular song that you're gonna record and release, what's that? I mean, they all start kind of sitting down behind a guitar or a piano.
Yes, unless I have a idea going into it. But I would say when I have those ideas, I usually am going to forget about it.
Well, you got it. That's, our voice memos, right? I've got hundreds of them. Just, wake up in the morning with a tune in my head and I just have to hum it into my phone or it's going to be gone forever.
Exactly.
Now it's buried in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I'll never find it again, but it's in there.
Yeah. The one that says your address next, and it's what is it? Address and then V6 or whatever.
Right,
whatever the default one is. I'm all right, great. I have 6 things that saw this. I don't remember even if I name it, I'm what even is this?
Right. I went through it one time, went through all my, and I came across one that I titled Singing Trees or something. And I'm what the fuck is Singing Trees?
It is really keeping an audio diary, an audio journal of yourself. Because I don't have it with me right now, but I do something carry a journal of stuff with me, between physical journal and notepad app and voice memo and all that. It's I get to it, I'm what the fuck, man? It's
so much
I
stuff.
Can't, am I allowed to be left alone? No, it's you just come up with just random ideas.
Yeah. And sometimes it's good, and then other times you're just oh my God, was I smoking crack that day? What happened?
What was going through my head? But no, for the but for the most part, most songs, I guess from me, it's back to the idea of the feeling. It's I'll have a feeling of an idea, and it's searching for what key it's in.
Okay.
Once I have the key, then it's okay, what kind of progression are we feeling? Are we feeling something livelier? Are we feeling something more somber, or sorrowful? It's what are we really trying to express? And it's not I'm meticulously saying this chord has to be here because of that, or this chord has to be here. Right. It's not that, but it has some elements of that.
Sure.
Where it's because I've studied piano for so long, it's I want something somber. Okay, I know it has to these are chords I can start with.
Right.
This is
the minor chords or 7s or 11s or 13s or whatever they are. You know more than I do. I hardly know any theory, but I understand what you're saying though. Knowing the music theory that you do, if you, let's say you come up with a phrase in your head, and it's, the words are just something that means something sad. I don't know what the phrase would be, but whatever. It's got a dark tone to it. Well, then you're not going to put major chords all over it. You know what I mean?
It's sometimes fun to do that, to be a contrarian.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of great songs have done that, but no, it's you're right. If I am, expressing something meaningful, and I wanted to like, I want to be intentional about how I'm like showcasing something. Of course, it's gonna be like, okay, well, of course there's gonna be a minor chord here. Of course we're gonna have like a minor third. Of course we're gonna have like, So there is a little bit of like, it's not for me like just keep playing until you finally get to something.
Right.
There is an aspect of that, of course.
Yeah, sure.
But it's like, okay, but like it kind of helps guide me to kind of know where to go from there.
It's like guidelines or guardrails, kind of. You know, that's great. I think that is one of the benefits of knowing kind of theory, or at least some of it. You know, I know a little bit of theory, so I know if I want a particular chord progression to sound a certain way, you know, maybe I go with a 1-4-5, or maybe maybe I throw a 2 in there and really jack things up, you know. But whatever. Okay, cool. Are there any big shows or gigs that you've either played in the past that you want to kind of talk about, or anything you've got coming up as far as live performances?
Yeah, not really at this.
Fine.
Yeah, not really at this point. I generally do kind of want to start doing more live performances next year.
Okay.
I had to kind of backburn it a little bit this year because I wanted to focus on getting this album done. And
it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of work. So, I mean, I'm still am like very consistent with like, I try to go to an open mic once a week.
Nice.
I try and like, if there's like Porch Fest or like stuff like that comes up, I try and like engage and do them when I can. I guess the one thing I will mention is about sometimes earlier this summer I did do this one performance. Well, it was a performance, but like on this thing called the Co Show. Okay. And what the Co Show is, it's based out of Delaware. But it's basically they help. It's all original music. But it's a live stream performance. It's like professionally recorded live stream performance that they do in someone's basement that they've recorded.
Wow. Okay.
And they're great people. I've played a couple of other things for them because they're part of an organization that helps like spread original music in Delaware.
Nice.
They're great. Shout out to Co Show. So I've done quite a bit of but that one specific performance was key in that like there was no covers. It was all original because of licensing.
Sure.
You don't want to get flagged and your show canceled off the internet.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Especially if they live stream on YouTube. So that was interesting in that because I came into that with the idea of I want to play a good amount of this new album on that, and I ended up playing maybe like 5 or 6 of the songs.
Oh, that's great.
The amount of songs on that I played from the new album kind of escapes me. It was either like 5 or 6. I played a lot of it.
That's great.
Which did help me put into like, kind of got me into the headspace. Like, if I do want to play this out more, you know, do I get a guy to play bass and drums, and then do we like, you know, go around the circuit and try to see what we can get. So that's. I would like to do stuff like that next year.
Sure.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I know the Kennett Flash is good for that sort of thing.
The Flash, yes.
So do you still have connections? I know you said you're living in Center City now, but do you make it out there anymore or no?
I make it out there when I can. I've made it out to their open mic a few times this year, and I guess 1 or 2 other events.
Okay.
Yeah, but for the most part, I don't make it out there as much as I should. But
there's also plenty of places in Philly too.
A lot of places,
you know, for original music.
Yeah, between Fergie's and Time and the list is on this, like and like Milk Boy.
Oh yeah, all those places.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Okay, cool. Anything else you wanted to talk about or promote before we get to the performance?
No.
Okay, cool. What songs do you think you might be doing for us?
I'm gonna do what's going to be the lead single off this album called Who Was Wrong, and then I'm going to do the second song is gonna be off that that one EP I mentioned I did when I was in college called can't hold back.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, Cam. Well, thank you very much for being on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. This was great.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
This is called Who Was Wrong. Thank you. Awesome. Cool. All right. This song is called "Can't Hold Back." It goes something like this. It doesn't seem longer than a day since last I saw you, baby. But every day goes by without you in my arms. It seems that the distance Thank you.
Awesome, brother. Awesome.
Thank you.